I needed that little shot of positive energy because I had an interesting day. I woke up this morning early. I did 2 hours of Pilates, as I do every morning. I shampooed, I conditioned, and then I open my computer and find out I'm at war with Sean Hannity and Fox News, who, by the way, I thought were my friends, Fox, but they are not, it turns out. Because there's nothing important going on in the country right now, Sean Hannity and his fellow Fox News people spent a lot of time talking about me today. Hannity apparently took issue with a joke I made on the show on Monday night, and this is what he had to say about that.
This is brutal. Liberal Jimmy Kimmel making fun of the First Lady of the United States and her involvement in the White House Easter egg roll, even her accents. Jimmy, you're a despicable disgrace. Take a look.
Okay, well, before we take a look, just want to recap what I said. What he, according to him, is brutal, and here's why. I am a despicable disgrace.
Be clever and curious, just like a cat. Ask lots of questions about this and that.
About this and that. Kimmel, you realize what this means? You could be First Lady of the United States.
Ass clown Kimmel. Now, I got to tell you something. What a disgrace. Hey, Mr. Kimmel, that's her 5th language. How many do you speak?
6. I speak 6 languages. I speak one more, exactly one more than Melania. I speak English, Spanish, Italian, what else? Chinese. Is Veganese a language? I don't know. I do not speak ass clown, though. What even is an ass clown? I was thinking this morning, is it an ass that's a clown, or is it a clown that actually lives in an ass, like a little bozo bird in your butt cheeks? I honestly don't know. And more importantly, why is Sean Hannity openly fantasizing about clowns in the ass? Is this what is that your thing at night when you have your pants down? When you're at 2 a.m., you got your laptop open, a Breitbart, you sneak into the den to hump a pillow from the Ivanka Trump collection quietly so your wife doesn't wake up and force you to go to church. Sean Hannity's problem is, for 8 years while Obama was president, he was unable to get an erection. For 8 years, not one erection. And he tried everything. Viagra, Cialis, he tried looking at pictures of Paul Ryan with his shirt off, didn't work. Went to office Christmas parties with Bill O'Reilly, nothing worked. He wasn't able to, but now that Trump is president, here's the twist. Sean Hannity is unable to have anything but an erection, okay? He's had an erection since November of 2016, and it's driving him mad. He's lost his mind. This is the guy who defended the multiply alleged pedophile Roy Moore, and I'm a despicable disgrace. I'm the ass clown. Here's the thing. If I'm an ass clown, and I might very well be, you, Sean, are the whole ass circus. You're the juggler, you're the trapeze artist, you are the ass lion tamer and the ass human cannonball all jammed into one little car. You're the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey of ass clownsmanship. But I do want to say, I appreciate how compassionate you've suddenly become to the plight of immigrants in this country over the last 24 hours. You know what I think is disrespectful of the First Lady? Cheating on her with a porn star after she has a baby. Why don't you rant a little about that, Sean Hannity? And go get a haircut, you hippie. Meanwhile, our president today, for the first time ever, weighed in on Stormy Daniels. They asked him about the $130,000 his lawyer, Michael Cohen, paid Stormy Daniels to not talk about the fact that they didn't have sex. So a reporter on Air Force One asked him, he had nowhere to go, so he really just had to answer the question. Kind of scared there, didn't he? He didn't say this is a witch hunt or fake news or you're fat or any of his typically Trumpy responses. And nobody, by the way, was happier about this than Stormy Daniels' lawyer, Michael Avenatti.
You know, he's effectively thrown Michael Cohen now under the bus, at least from an ethics standpoint, with the State Bar of New York by making these statements on Air Force One. But again, you know, this is an undisciplined guy who, you know, he finally cracked. And we knew he would crack eventually. We've been patient. I've been waiting. And lo and behold, who would have thought that it would have arrived on this Thursday, this glorious afternoon here in New York?
I haven't seen a lawyer that happy since Johnny Cochran, I swear. So here's the thing. The only time Trump ever says he doesn't know something is when he definitely knows something. Think about it. When has he ever admitted to not knowing something before? It's not in his DNA. Either he knew or this hush money was so hush, even the guy who didn't want anyone to hear about it didn't hear about it. Those are the only two possibilities. By the way, here's another thing he knows about but doesn't know about. Trump has been trading tariffs with China this week. We're getting closer to a trade war. Today, he proposed an additional $100 billion of tariffs on Chinese goods, which just about everyone on both sides thinks is a terrible idea. So yesterday, he defended his plan by highlighting our trade deficit with the Chinese. He tweeted, "When you're already $500 billion down, you can't lose," which, by the way, is the Trump company motto. That's how you open a casino. It's a part of the speech he gives investors coming into the country. The thing about this tweet and the way Trump is playing this is he seems to think that if one side has a deficit, that means that side is losing by $500 billion. That's not how trade deficits work. So to help the president understand it in very simple terms, we asked a second grader named Shiloh to help explain it to him.
Hi, Mr. President. Today I want to explain trade deficits because they can be a little bit tricky. What is a trade deficit? It sounds like a bad thing. But really, it's just the difference between how much we buy from another country and how much we sell to that country. So if we buy more stuff from China than we sell to them, that's a trade deficit. But don't forget, we didn't actually lose anything because we have all the stuff we bought. In fact, a trade deficit often means our economy is doing well. We have more money to spend. Plus, trading with other countries creates jobs here and abroad and helps bring countries together, and that's good for everyone. But there are problems. Some American workers lose their jobs making stuff if we buy that stuff from other countries. And workers in other countries might not have the same safe working policies that we do here. So, are trade deficits good or bad? They're both, Mr. President. If you have any other questions, let me know. Good luck.
Thank you, Shiloh. I think that makes a lot of sense. And be honest, how many of you didn't know any of that stuff either? Okay, all right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, there's a terrible new pizza topping that needs to be stopped. Yaya will be with us to review the movie A Quiet Place, and this week in Unnecessary Censorship, too. So stick around. We'll be right back. What's happening, Andy? Thanks for coming. Andy will be here with us all night tonight. Seth Rogen will be here. Jana Lee Ortiz and music from I'm With Her is all coming. First, there is a weird trend/product that is threatening one of the things I love most, something I cherish above almost all. I don't know if you heard about it, but you will. It's called edible glitter. This is glitter that you put on food as a topping. And this is from a pizza place in Santa Monica. I don't know which pizza place, but when I find out, I'm going to burn it down, so I hope I don't find out. It's like if Papa and Elton John got in the kitchen together. Could put that back up on the screen, because who wouldn't want a pizza that looks like it fell on the floor of a strip club? Look at that. Look, I don't know how many times I have to say this with the pineapples and whatnot. Pizza does not need to be improved. It doesn't need to be decorated. It's perfect, okay? And by the way, don't eat glitter. Don't eat anything that rhymes with Twitter, okay? It's just one of the rules that we should live by. I have some more troubling news. Tonight was the season premiere of the newly rebooted Jersey Shore. You know they brought Jersey Shore back? Jersey Shore Family Vacation is back. The kids are all grown up, except for Snooki. She's still the size of a gerbil, but you know, when I saw the headline that the cast of Jersey Shore is back, I have to admit, I was relieved that it wasn't because they'd been appointed to run Homeland Security or something, but The gang is a lot older than they were when they premiered on the original show back in 2009. GTL now stands for Jim Tan Lipitor. So, thank you. You get to ban some of that, too. So anyway, just what America needs right now, more orange people to dislike. By the way, I want to mention, I was watching the Lakers play the Spurs last night. So the game is tied, and the Lakers took a shot with time running out. The result was what might have been the most ill-timed commercial break in basketball history.
Hart gets it into Zubac. 3 to go. Josh Hart to the rim.
No, pick up.
It comes off. We'll go to overtime.
Wait, what happened to the rest of the phone call? We missed the... Yeah. We could have a new #1 movie this weekend. The highly anticipated horror movie, A Quiet Place, is opening in theaters. Quiet Place was directed by and stars John Krasinski and also stars his wife, Emily Blunt. John and Emily used to live right across the street from me, and they broke into my house and scared my wife and I many, many times. So I know it's going to be good. Even LeBron James tweeted about this today. He wrote, "Can't wait to go see it. Wife and I be waiting so patiently." So LeBron will get to see the movie. It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. But whenever there's a big film, we don't rely on Rotten Tomatoes. We run it by our in-house movie critic, who is Yaya. Yaya loves film, and he has a lot of free time to see them. His is the final word when it comes to movies. So here he is, a first look at Yaya talking about the movie A Quiet Place.
Hi, it's me, Yaya. I talk about the new movie, Quiet Please. This is the movie, scary movie. The guy, he live in the park with his family, and after he tell his kids, shh, like nobody talking, he start talk like deaf. He don't want to, because he hears something in the house like ghost.
We have to protect them.
And in the movie, Emily Poland, she played next movie, Mary Putin. And the guy, John Kiskin, something like that. He's in the show in the office. You know, ghosts everywhere. And you doing good, ghosts not follow you. You doing bad, ghosts inside your body. Like Patrick Swayze make the movie Ghostbuster with Whoopi Goldberg too, and the lady ex-wife for Bruce Willis. Like the movie, like the lady in the shower. She died with the knife for hot cook. He look like the movie Chinese for Jack Nicholson. And he's in the door, break the door, and you put his face. Here's me. Oh, I saw one movie long time, and the guy I got picture with him. The movie is called Maniac, and this guy the best friend with Sylvester Stallone. Ghostbuster. Quiet, please. Go see the movie. It's good movie. It's called Quiet, please. Okay. Cut.
Forge ahead. It's Thursday night, which means it's time to bleep and blur the big TV moments of the week, whether they need it or not. It is This Week in Unnecessary Censorship.
What has happened over the last few weeks that has the president so afraid and so more f***ed up than we've seen him in over a year?
She worked so hard on this event, and so I want to you.
They never give her any credit. They never give her due. Not even on what's unquestionable. Does anybody doubt she's the most f***able first lady we've ever had?
Someone needs to contain DiVincenzo. They need to f*** him, and they need to keep him off the dribble, Jim.
Does wet rabbit smell like wet?
No, actually, rabbits are practically hyperallergenic.
Breaking news, it's National Newsperson's Day, formerly Newsman Day, so thanks for that.
The family attorneys may be allowed to depose Carmen at a future date.
Oh, all right, Don Taylor, you.
Weeknights at 6:30.
It looked as though the president was quite purposefully putting his in the of Vladimir Putin.
Sonic? Hey, buddy, how you feeling? Wait, what just happened? I you. Okay, just checking.
All right. Tonight on the show, Andy Summers is with us tonight. We have music from I'm With Her, Jana Lee Ortiz, and we'll be right back with Seth Rogen.